Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video, and this is gonna be about Belly Rowland, and I'm not talking about Kelly Rowland or R Belly or R Kelly. This is a guy on Twitter who happens to be a proclaimed R&B and music artist. I don't know too well about his music, but I don't really care. But considering how much of a pathological liar this guy truly is, I can't help but think of Jim Carrey from Liar Liar or Paul Giamatti from Big Fat Liar. But the reason why I want to talk about this situation because dude's living a lie. My goodness, it may not sound like it may not be. I'm not trying to go into his personal life, but he's willing to share his personal life with everybody. But then you find out it isn't really true at the end of the day. For one, he claimed he was with this girl that he used to date, that he used to be in a relationship with, named Sativa Manette. I'm not going to show any personal information. You might as well just look it up. He claims that even that they went back to each other. So he basically went to incel mode, and then you find out when he had a picture of her, but like she didn't really care that he lied about him still being in a relationship with her, even though it's not true. To her, the girlfriend Sativa Man, the girlfriend, or his ex date, whatever. All that really mattered to her, even if he was lying, was that he would take the picture down from his Twitter account because she didn't want it because if she felt that she was being stalked, and she felt uncomfortable of having her own picture on somebody else's account. And on to the next story. So he makes excuses about him not meeting up with the girl like in the past, the same girl I'm talking about. This is actually a really weird lie, but apparently he's hoping that she wouldn't show up from the airport to wherever they're going for their date or whatever. How because things had to be his excuse was his pretty weak excuse that there were some delays that were going on because apparently his cousin passed away, but you find out it really wasn't his cousin, but he the one thing you could say he's telling the truth about is someone did pass away that day, but then you find out it isn't really his cousin. So he's trying to get some type of I assume this is just to build off this. He's building all these lies to build clout. He's trying to grow I don't know. He's trying to make a name for himself, but not in a good way. They should call him Shady Rowland actually, rather than as well as Shady Belly Rowland. That'd be the perfect name, honestly, for him. And then this guy, and then and he has the nerve to act like he's in a coma, that he's suffering from COVID, but then he had a stupid picture where he looks like he's in a patient's outfit from the hospital. He had like a mask, but then when you find out he starts twitching, you really find out really isn't unconscious. But then you see that he's just playing games with people. But that's the thing though, I think what this dude is doing, he's trying to make people claim that he has a successful life. But I want to know why, honestly. Even if it means living a lie, still. I'm guessing maybe this guy realized he wasn't as popular, but I'm giving him popularity right now either way. So, though I think personally it's because dude's bored. Honestly, I truly think he's really bored with his life. That's what I can see from him. That's why I understand. Well, I understand. I can't really blame people for being bored because that's how they feel. That's them. That's who they are personally. That's just how they think for themselves. Like I can't tell really how a person thinks. Considering how wrong his lies are, although he may not be hurting anybody, at the same time he is manipulating people. And he may and at the same time eventually he will be held accountable in the future, especially if it involves anything serious, whether it's a crime. But sometimes obviously he doesn't really care. He's not taking anything into consideration because of his loneliness, his boredom. But that's what I really see from Belly Rowland, who who happens to be the self-proclaimed the OJ the King or OG. But yeah, I know, to be real, I don't really use Twitter like that often because I'm not a Twitter type kind of guy. It's not as amusing as it is like I just go on there just to talk with friends, be real, but for people that are actually like falling for their lies, yo, I'm sorry, but yo, yeah, I mean you pretty much been brainwashed, honestly. I can't believe the people that are actually gullible to believe this guy. I'm sorry because I would, I even said in the past, if you're really telling the truth, if you have proof, then show me that you're not lying. I have to say that at the end of the day, like, you have to be aware of a person, if whether they're telling the truth or not. You always ask for proof at the end of the day, so they can clear their name and then prove that they're not trying to bullshit anybody. But the more this dude keeps lying, like, people don't realize people aren't gonna trust anymore. Like, if you watch Scary Movie 3, I think it was Brenda. I'll give an example where Brenda was playing games with Anna Faris's character. I remember, like, in the movie, she kept constantly pranking her. She made up all these lies. Oh, there's a serial killer behind you, or there's a monster. And then I think it has something. And then there was a scene that was referencing The Ring, where you had the swamp girl coming out of the TV, and then Brenda keeps telling Anna Faris's character to come. I think, yeah, to show up, to come and help her. She does that. There's a lady, or there's a monster, a female monster coming out of the TV, trying to kill her. And then Anna Faris kept like, I'm not buying. I don't believe you. I'm not falling into your games. You think I'm gonna easily fall for that? No. Might as well come out. So, and then Anna Faris's character later, she shows up. She sees Brenda. She realized she's dead, and then because at that point she realized she was actually telling the truth. So in this case, I could really see that being the case. I could really see that being a scenario for Belly Rowland over there, where if he's in trouble or if he's really trying to tell the truth, if he's really telling the truth, like, then you might it's easier to see for you to believe it. But nowadays, you can't really believe what this guy's whatever is coming out of his mouth, because the more you lie, people are eventually not gonna trust you. At the end of the day, they're gonna realize, oh, we can't believe you anymore. And that's the thing about lying, because he's a pathological liar. He doesn't realize that eventually there's gonna come a day where people aren't gonna trust what he says anymore. And the point I'm trying to make, because especially if it's a very serious situation, he's in sort of like legal trouble, or if he's in like serious trouble where he ends up getting caught up by someone, or someone's trying to do some actual harm towards him, he could try to send a text or call whoever, or tell whoever, like he's in a community, he's in close contact with, that he's in trouble, he needs someone to call an ambulance, or whoever, call 911, or to show up and pick him up because he's being ambushed by a group of guys. You know what they're gonna say? I don't believe you anymore, because the amount of lies you've been feeding me is, we're just tired of it. And when who's to say you're telling the truth? That, like, you, considering the amount of lies you said in your past, and you need a way, and you're gonna ask them. They're gonna wonder if he's ever gonna redeem himself. And I feel the only way he's gonna redeem himself if he shows that he's telling the truth. So if he doesn't show that he's telling the truth, you know what's gonna happen? People like, we can't trust this guy anymore. He's not worth talking to. He's not worth my time. He's not worth being friends with, because you know what? Because the people see this as as a narcissistic man who's trying to simply manipulate people and doesn't really care about the repercussions. Because I'm sure if there was repercussions in his life, then eventually he's gonna think about when at this point he's gonna stop lying, and he's gonna have to be real with himself and everybody else, so he can actually at least build a bond with somebody, and then from now people can actually consider him mature for his age. But it doesn't seem like it. As I said again, like, He needs to stop living this lie. And if he does continue, again, people will continue to bash him and not trust him, and they feel nobody will be there to assist him, and especially if it's in a real emergency and he's in real trouble. And again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to wait for upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.